Neil, would you say out of the four of us, what percentage are related to Genghis Khan? Do you think, in your opinion?
Like all of us together or
Like
individually?
you, me, Brandon, Francine.
Okay, me. It's like a good. It's like a solid like 6.9%.
Wow.
And then I would say okay, this is just because like Genghis Khan is a male, or so we thought, right? Or no, or so we know.
Is he?
No. That was all.
Is he a they?
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Yo, Genghis Khan was kind of low key progressive. I'm not agreeing with everything.
No.
Now,
I'm saying. I think I and Brandon and even Frank to an extent might be more related to him than we think.
I'll tell you who's not related. Francine.
What?
But she's 100% Vietnamese.
I'm 100%.
But that's still like, Genghis Khan probably has some Vietnamese in him, or he probably put himself into some
And Neil.
He was all over.
That's true. He was a savage man.
My absolute new favorite cold open.
What's good, everybody? We're the Mucks Next Door, and we've had a. Wait a minute. We did an episode last week, right? We're consistent, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Who are you, Neil?
Who am I? We're getting existential right off the bat. I'm a fun guy, and there's just more questions that you gotta ask, right? I mean, I don't even know where you're sitting at right now. That's a reference. If anybody gets on that strong.
We're the Muck Kids. I'm Frank. That was Neil, I think. And Francine's here with us.
And I'm Francine.
Let's get everybody.
And if that cold open was too confusing for you, there's a reason for it.
No, it's all good because we're masters of transitioning.
Yeah. Speaking of getting married.
Speaking of getting married and Genghis Khan, take it away, Frank. I'm giving you the.
we have two very exciting news to share with you on this podcast today. First of all, two of our good friends, Michael and Gene, are getting married tomorrow.
Yup.
And me and Neil are the Emcees.
Emcees plural. We're the duo for tomorrow.
They couldn't decide who was funnier, so they hired both of us.
Exactly.
That's really cute.
They had to entice both. They literally said like I was actually so like it felt really good when they said they were like, yeah, you two are our funniest friends. And I was like, oh shit, okay. Or wait, no, did they say funniest or most entertaining? Anyways,
dude, I heard funniest when I said most entertaining. Anyways, so
yeah, that's true. That's true. So if anybody out there wants us to come to your wedding, or maybe like little Timmy's birthday party, we're great at announcing. Quinceañeras. That's Frank's specialty. Bar mitzvahs we'll
learn.
Yeah, we're gonna have to read some books, but
or just a New Year's party, just any like Thanksgiving. You can make it family friendly, PG it up.
Thanksgiving party. I would love to be an announcer at some random families like Thanksgiving. Could you imagine?
And now the turkey cutting.
Yeah, you just start balking up a storm.
Just
that would be hilarious.
Don't even let the rest of the family know. It's just work just come in in suits. Nonetheless, hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to Jennifer's Thanksgiving. First, we're gonna
just a family of 5 sitting around a table with us and microphones.
We have mics and we're just like standing there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'm super excited.
Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, because you've never really done anything like this, right?
Dude, I've never been part of a wedding. Actually, no, that's not so true. It's not true. Actually, I was a ring bearer when I was like 6, I think.
Frank, you officiated me and Tommy.
And I officiated.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, what the fuck? Disowned.
And
Review revoked.
But you're saying you never been part of like a wedding party type of thing.
Yeah, like
is
a
what you're
huge
saying.
event.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's more of what I meant. Of course.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I got you. Yeah, because okay, so I guess we. It's good that they're not going to see this until later, right? Even if they if they even do see it, but
Brandon won't release.
yeah, don't release this until after the wedding, Brandon. But I feel like we both came into this a little woefully unprepared because we like it was just we were just hanging out at Michael and Jean's house when they asked us, and then they literally I think like they were just in the kitchen or something, and then we were just in the living room just hanging out, and they come in and they give us both packs of magic cards.
Yes. I'm already on board.
And
then say anything.
And then we were like, I mean, yeah, like I was already like, yes, I will accept this. and then they were like, we want you to be the MCs. We were both like, well, I mean, I was already like, opening the packs. So I was like, yeah, sure. And then we were like, oh, cool. So those are the people that are just like, okay, it's 4:00. It's time for dinner, everybody. And then I started looking up more of like, oh, tips to MC and stuff like that. I told my sister too. I was like, oh yeah, my friends want me and Frank to MC. And she was like, are you...
That's a career, Neil.
Are you ready? And then immediately I was like, uh-oh. What do you mean? She was like, are you ready? I said, yeah, sure. Why not? Like, why wouldn't I be? And she was like, it's a pretty involved role. I was like, what? Like,
yeah.
What? I mean, it's just announcing stuff, right? Just herding cattle, right? And then I looked up more of it, and then literally like what you were saying, it's like a career. Like people do this as like their professional jobs, and I was like, oh shit, like what the hell? Wait, can I return these cards? Like I don't think.
Dude, anything involving a wedding is gonna be crazy.
No, it's like it's so much like prep, and like I knew that too because I was involved in both my brother and my sister's weddings. My brother, our family was like involved in a lot of like the prep and the coordination and everything. And then my sister's wedding, I was part of the wedding party, and it was a while ago, but then it was still like a bunch of stuff that we had to do. But then, yeah, like I was sort of freaking out this whole week because we were just so like busy just prepping for stuff. And then, it's gonna be an experience. Like how are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm feeling good. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I mean a little nervous obviously, but nah. I think it'll be great. It seems
like I'm excited for it, but I'm just like this. I'm so glad that. Because I think most of the stuff that I saw, it's like usually the groom asks, their close family member or like childhood friend of decades of years, right? To be so then you're expected to give like a huge speech. You're expected to, oh, we got this memory together from back when what, and then, but I think the way that they're structuring it is that they're gonna have a lot more people doing their own little speeches. I
think it's structured well. Coordinator's great.
Yeah,
giving us a walkie-talkie. I'm excited to use that. Over and out. Mama bird, this is baby bird, and brother bird.
Now, there.
Eagle Eye has left the building. I repeat, Eagle Eye has left the building.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't think we can fail. I think it's pretty structured. We just kind of gotta kind of gotta be in the right place, right time, say the right things.
And just have fun with it. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a wedding. You're
Yeah.
celebrating love.
Yeah,
What more can you
we
ask
had the
for?
fun part, Neil.
Yeah.
They handled the ceremony. Even during the ceremony, we're doing this thing. We're getting bubble guns.
Yeah.
And when Michael and Jean go down the aisle, me and Neil are shooting the bubble guns for the photo, so you can take a little more artistic photo. So it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah. Overall, like I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. And it's gonna be fun-filled day. And I am not gonna do shit the day after.
Yeah, recover.
Yeah. You ever been part of like a wedding party or anything, Francine?
A wedding party?
Or just like any sort of like involvement in the sort of prep or the operations of like the actual like wedding?
No, I've been to many weddings though, many Viet weddings.
Oh, nice.
And those are crazy.
Oh, are they? Like what's a thing that has to happen at every Viet wedding?
Definitely a tea ceremony, but lots of Hennessy.
Wait, actually?
Actually.
That's that's hilarious.
Yeah. The tea ceremony has to be a thing, and then
That's super interesting because I thought that the tea ceremony was just a Chinese thing.
I think it's a lot of Asian principle or Southeast Asian or whatever.
Okay.
That type of realm. I don't know if Indians have a tea ceremony. We not with it with that culture.
I can actually answer that. I went to an Indian wedding.
Yes.
And they do not have a tea ceremony.
Well, there it is.
Okay.
They have other things.
Hey, we're progressive on this podcast, though. We're gonna start the trend of Indian tea ceremonies.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan couldn't get there to spread the tea.
Genghis
ceremony.
Khan walked so that we could run. Okay. But yeah, that's super interesting though, because yeah, I've only ever been. Like I was, like I said before, I was part of the wedding party and then for my sisters, and that was really just kind of having fun, right? Because obviously if you're a guest and you're there to have fun, but then if you're part of the wedding party, I was 20, I think, and then I was like, ooh, everyone's looking at me. Because you get like the big long table at the front, and you're looking at the peasants down at the round tables in the crowd. But yeah, that was my only other sort of like exposure to wedding prep. But yeah, this is like the most amount of, maybe not the most, but like for like an event, it's sort of just started recently hitting me. I was like, okay, I have to do this and this and this and this and this is this, and then like it just keeps like adding on. But yeah, this is mark my words. This is going to be on the record. This will start Frank and my MC company. This is how we get our start.
Yes, we love entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
go to muckkidsmc.com.
Go to Muck Kids MC Entrepreneur Wedding in parentheses MCs .nextdoor.podcast/ Muck 30 for 30% off your next MC.
Oh, it's great. What else you guys been up to this week?
Yeah.
Did you do anything, Francine?
Oh yeah. So last week, because we actually didn't record last week, just wanted to throw that out there.
No, but we did. We did
did fun things.
Welcome to the We Are Frauds podcast. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
But yeah, I went on a family camping trip. It was super fun, actually.
Nice.
It was super Viet. Like,
lots of Hennessy.
no, actually, not a lot
Also
of
Hennessy. There's a tea ceremony there.
It was actually, there was a lot of whiskey. Bitches were throwing back whiskey like it was
God
nothing.
damn. Wait, what the hell? I never knew. Okay, my brother is married to a Vietnamese woman. I never knew any of this.
Dude, we drink so much. Dude, somebody brought a huge ass bottle of wine. And it was like, oh, they're people from California. And it was just like a thank you gift that they were giving to everybody as like a thank you for inviting us. It was massive. It was like this tall, this thick or whatever. And we finished it. We finished that fucking wine bottle. Everybody was sloshed. After hours around that campfire, everyone's just chilling, doing like pseudo karaoke.
Oh.
Like we
Hell yeah.
just played like stuff, just songs off of Spotify in speaker, and everybody would just dance and like sing along, and it was amazing. Emily and I did a Journey song. And I always get it confused, but it's like their most don't stop believing, and we killed it, and everybody wanted another one, and I was like, yo, I'm a one-hit wonder, okay? Like let me get me to another one. But
no separate ways encore, huh?
Emily doesn't know it. She doesn't know any other song. I was like, I was doing Faithfully. Come on, that was such an easy song.
She doesn't know Faithfully?
She didn't.
That girl.
Yeah, but then I educated her, and then she was like, we can do Faithfully. And I was like, no, I already said no. But, but
I'm bringing that up next time I see her.
yes, please do. She's uncultured. Anyways, the food was off the charts, though. We had so much Viet food. Like, we had our first
Hennessy?
night there. Besides drinking.
Oh, right, sorry.
There was
Hennessy blocks that we just ate with the
But yeah, it was the first night was curry. So it was
Ooh.
like beef curry and then chicken curry. And then one night we had bomb like fried noodles, like crispy chow mein noodles, which was super good with like some gravy.
Jeez Louise.
Then we had
I'm so hungry.
do you know what paella is?
Paella?
The Spanish dish.
I've heard of it.
If
I
anything,
may have
Frank
had it
should
once.
know. I feel like I've definitely heard of it, but I don't think I've ever had it.
Just Spanish rice dish, and it is so fucking bomb. Like so much seafood packed in there.
That sounds familiar.
I'll show y'all pictures. It was insane.
Yeah.
And that was just the appetizer. Then we had Uncle Tom's famous pasta, which was bomb. It was just like straight up noodles and marinara, but like tasted Asian, you know, because
Your Uncle Tom?
no, but we just call him Uncle Tom. He's everybody's uncle.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, and then there was one the head guy, his name is Dr. Huang, or we call him Back Huang. And he is like an avid crabber. So we had
Shout out to Back
crab.
Huang.
Oh my god, stop. No.
You going back with that Huang?
Oh man, that's funny. But no, yeah, we had fresh crab, like every night, and then we brought crab home, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill those guys, dude. It's so.
They were live?
Yes, live crab from the bay, bitch.
Oh, he
They were
literally
alive.
went-
They were sentient too.
He literally went crabbing.
He literally
On the
went
vacation.
crabbing. Yeah, he has a boat.
Holy smokes.
And then my dad had to get a crabbing license because it's only 5 people a crab, or 5 people a crab. 5. 5.
Everyone take a leg.
5 crab a person with your crabbing license.
Okay.
And
yeah,
so there were 5 people. So we had 25 crab every night.
Holy smokes.
And so that last night, he was like, yo, people need to take crab because we have like leftovers from the other night. I
we
think.
have 200 live crabs here.
Yeah.
Somebody better take them.
Dude, it was crazy. How much crab we killed. It was not
Wow.
like if you're a vegetarian or whatever, that's like or eat big rib, but
You're not anymore.
I am
Right.
so
Not in the Vietnamese camp, you can't be
hungry now.
oh no, I'm so sorry. But yeah, my sister and dad have been going on these camps for years, and they're like, yo, it's so much fun, you should come. And I was like, I don't know.
Was this your first time going, or?
Yeah, this was my first time going to this camp.
Oh.
And like
That's
there
cool.
were over 40 people who camped. It was
Damn.
a thing.
Wow.
So,
Did you see any, like Bigfoot? Any
no,
any Wendigos or like anything?
no.
They weren't
Nothing
out.
like
They're
that.
not out this time of year.
We started with 40. We ended with 3.
Yeah, we were in Port Townsend area. I don't know if y'all know where that is.
Oh yeah, no Wendigos there.
No,
Oh, yeah,
so
no,
it was
I don't think-
it was cute. It was woodsy, typical camp stuff, you know, in like
Nice.
very Washington. So lots of trees. We were the like a 5-minute walk down from our campsite was like the beach. So of course, like the beautiful little coast area, like you can see across
That-
the way. We
That
could see
is
Whidbey
so
Island.
funny that you were on the coast because I was on the coast at the same time, but in Oregon for my family trip.
Oh yeah.
I thought you guys were just in the woods. I didn't realize you guys were on the coast as well.
Oh, different coast though. Not like coast on the like Pacific. So maybe that's not.
On
I was
the Atlantic.
no, I was in the bay. So it's
Oh.
I was in the bay, that type of coast. Okay.
I was like, was this DC?
Were you?
No.
Or
Not Pacific. Not Pacific.
not Pacific? Okay.
Like
okay.
you could see Whidbey Island. That whole.
Well, don't I feel silly?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yeah. No. Okay. You're in like the sound kind of area. Ish. I getcha. Yeah. No, I was on the strip, Oregon coast. Like
Love
just
that.
nothing but the water, the ocean, the open ocean.
Nice.
And I went with my family and my dog, and it was great. My little 14-year-old dog loves the water and the beach. She would be very angry if we came home smelling like the beach, and she did not go. She basically just ran all the way down to the ocean, got splashed in the face with the water, got upset, ran back over to us, shook her off all the water, then went back in the ocean again.
Amazing.
It
We
was
love
hil-
honey.
It was hilarious. Her little joints. She slept the entire next day.
Hey, yo, shout out to Honey and Back Wang, bro.
Oh my god.
Going-
Dude, if you're going camping, you gotta bring one of the two. One of the two. you gotta have either crabs. or
if you're going camping, hire Frank and I as your MCs and Back Wang to get those crab, bro.
Dude, you know what? Like people love entertainment at camp, so if y'all want to come, I can like put in a word. You be the only white man's and you be the only Chinese man's, but
Yo, we be a commodity.
Oh my God! Wait,
The tokens.
I'm going to business school soon. I need to think of business ideas like this. We're gonna become.
I would love to go. Actually, it sounds fun.
I've actually Vietnamese
Camping
Hennessy
trip,
camping trip. Sponsored by Hennessy.
I've actually heard that the Hennessy thing. Like anytime there's a Vietnamese gathering, like there's always.
I
Hennessy
never knew
there.
that before. That's
And
fucking so fucking funny.
It's so funny. I'm totally on board. I love that. But it's funny on my trip. I think we talked about it a couple podcasts ago, but I did a Ancestry.com, and my results finally came through
yeah.
Oh.
Let's
on
go.
that trip.
So you so you did you literally sent in like
I spat in a tube.
that how you did. I thought
Yeah.
you had to, I don't know, like
Would scrape off some skin and send it on.
yeah,
there.
or like you drop of blood, you
It's
gotta,
2023
gotta-
animal. They're not taking chunks of my skin for this.
they had to like cut out a section of your arm and just like
No. It's just some spit. And
There's some solution that keeps it fresh too.
Oh, yeah.
The technology
Ew.
is wild.
yeah, it's you know how it be.
Do we though? I don't know the science, but
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I didn't know. This is all new to me.
this man.
I just wanted to sound smart.
Uh-huh.
But my results came in. Some of it not so
Surprising.
surprising.
I
But
thought you were gonna say some of it not so good. I was like, what? I was
No,
like,
no.
what the hell does that mean? Like,
all good, I hope. but some of it is a little surprising. There's some small little percentages that I
Okay.
thought were kind of fun. I thought we could make a little game out of it.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Little 20 questions.
Well, that's
Sure,
that's
let's
news
do
to
it.
me because I was about to just be like 100% white.
Yes.
You are correct, actually.
Oh,
That
shit.
is correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I am.
So no Spanish?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. What the? Wait, what?
Where is Spain located?
Oh, well, Europe. There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Understand.
right, Florida.
Well, okay.
But like, you know what I
Spain,
mean?
but
So
Spain, but
Spanish
without the S.
Spaniard, not Spanish like Mexican.
I don't know. Am I? Is that your guess?
Oh shit. Oh, where we're
Okay,
going
okay, okay,
now.
okay.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
how do I ask? Okay. What are the different percentages? Don't tell us like what they are. But
You know
like,
what? I have a thing. So I originally I thought so I know 4 just off the bat just because of family history.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you those 4.
Okay.
Because those were correct. And then you can guess the percentages, and then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next 6,
Oh my God, you're diverse.
we can.
Damn.
We take pot shots.
I didn't know Genghis Khan was over in the UK.
But diverse,
Yo, he made the Silk Road from Asia to Europe. You know he travels well.
but diverse like European.
A little bit, yeah. It's not quite as spicy as I want it to be. But.
Yum.
Okay, so the main 4 is Eastern Europe and Russian, which basically just means Polish.
Oh, okay.
They didn't put Polish there, but
Okay.
that's what that thing is.
Okay.
Indigenous Americas, Mexico
Okay.
is the other one. Germanic Europe
Okay.
and Ireland.
Okay.
So
Okay.
those are the main 4:
So basically Polish,
Polish, German, Mexican, Irish. Those are the main 4 that we already kind of knew.
Yes.
Oh man. And then okay. What, I don't know if this will be asking like is
Oh,
basically
I'll give you a ballpark. All 4 of those are double digits.
okay,
So,
okay,
like
okay.
25%,
That's
something
basically
like
what
that,
I was
yeah.
gonna ask, but
Yeah.
like in a different way.
I had a feeling. Yeah.
So okay, all 4 of them are double digits. That's
Dude, I want to say like a fourth, like about a fourth each of them.
Just 25, 25, 25, 25.
Or like around there, like 20, 20, 20, something like that.
Now you got to remember, though, I have 6 other percentages as well.
But then that's the thing, right? A lot of these are like you're like 99% this, and
Right.
then like 0.1% this, 0.1% that, 0.1% this. Yeah. So it's like
that is true. That is
so it could be something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna say you're 36% Polish, 12% Irish, 19% German, and 20% Mexican.
Okay.
true.
So what I'm gonna, based off of that, I'm gonna go, because I think your dad, he's what?
He's
a what?
Wait, let me
man.
just make
So-
sure that those don't add up to 100, because I'm gonna
You are
I'm gonna feel so
102%
fucking dumb.
white.
Because like I think your dad, is he not German Irish?
Okay, we're good.
Irish Polish.
Irish Polish. Okay, so I want to say you're 50%, those two. So 25-25 for those. And then the rest is like a little I'm a little less.
Mama's a little more diverse.
She brings the spice in the Dilla family, you know what I'm saying? No shade to Mr.
Dad got that solid white foundation.
Yeah.
Got me into good schools, good work. But Mama adds a little diversity in my life. It gives me a little more relatability.
Yeah.
Mom's
Yeah,
the one
brings
that
the
grounds
spice.
you, and Dad's the one that goes, I think I'll use my credit card. Do you have anything non-dairy? For anyone that's seen that video, you're a real one.
Oh my lordy. But yeah. I want to say what part of your mom is white?
50%.
No. What part though?
like her arm or like her.
No. Like what white is it?
She's German.
German. Okay, yeah, I want to say 25% German, and then like
Your
Mexican.
Your mom's white is German, and then your dad's white, you said, are the Polish and Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually kind of. Oh,
And
but then what's like? Is your mom just a split with German and Mexican, or
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
just straight down the middle?
So we thought. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, grandpa.
So we thought there's a little.
Grandpa's Mexican.
There's a GK in there.
I'm gonna
Genghis!
I'm gonna bet the white part is bigger. That's what I'm thinking. I'm betting the white part is bigger in your mom. And
Why does it sound so
the-
weird when you say that? I'm sorry.
Well, and then the Mexican part is like, we're gonna do like 15%. I'll do 15.
Okay. How many times has your mom said, I think I'll use my credit card? Do you have anything non-dairy?
I'll tell you what. She said more Spanish than she's ever said. I think I'll use my credit card.
Okay, so that's like.
I'm still
that's
holding
like,
to 15%.
Okay, so that's like 90-10 then.
Okay.
90-10 Spanish to German.
I mean, okay, so you guys are pretty close. Honestly, I think Neil was within like 2% of
Wow.
like half of them,
Okay.
Wait,
nice.
really?
and then you were pretty close. I think on the other half. Let's
fucking go.
Which is kind of funny. So the Polish in me is the most, with 25%.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That
I was
makes
actually
sense.
kind of way off on that then. I said like 36. I think.
Honestly, yeah, you said 36, but you were correct in that it was the most. I thought Irish was gonna be the most. Irish is the second most with 22%,
Oh, okay.
and then German is 21%,
Okay.
and not as much spice as I would have hoped. But Mexico origin is only 11%.
So you don't even get the what?
Who could have? But you look so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what? I'm not surprised. It's just the way you talk about it. You know what I mean?
Hey, I didn't realize. I didn't even think I had these 6 other things in me. Okay, I thought it was most. I thought it was gonna be like 0.1%, like 0.2% here and there. No, these are full percentages.
You know what's interesting though is that like the person of color in you is the most diverse like thing. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like the German is like German, and then like Poland is like Poland.
Wait, what?
So you saying a lot of white members of my family came over to some diverse places,
Yes,
diluted the gene pool. A little bit.
exactly. Like you're.
That's fine. They just wanted they understood that white privilege goes a long way. Okay, and they just wanted to make sure their kids had it.
Was
you know?
Genghis Khan white though?
And the only reason why I say this though is because I'm 100% Vietnamese, so I have some context into this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Are you actually just like straight up 100%?
I'm 100%.
You took it. You took like a test before, or-
I took a
she took a-
23andMe.
and it was just one line of text on it.
It was one color, Neil. It was one color.
have we never told this to you? So you know how you become 100% anything, right?
No, okay,
Oh,
but
'cause-
before we even start,
Oh, there's a way to rig it.
No. Nobody is 100% naturally one thing.
no,
Uh-huh.
it's
Yeah,
usually
right,
like
right.
99.9,
Right.
So
Yeah.
I thought it was like a 0.1% Chinese because a bunch of like Vietnam comes from China, like that's their origin.
He's Mongolian, by the way. Genghis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, 9% here on my list. Mongolian.
9% Mongolian.
That's how you know.
No, but yeah, but you can continue your story.
My history thing or yours? 'Cause
Mine.
I find yours hilarious.
Wow,
It's just orange.
that's it's just an orange circle. Wow.
From Vietnam. Vietnam is orange.
What's FN?
That's me. That's my initials.
Oh, first. Oh, okay.
So yeah, to get to be 100% Neil, just to like
You need to send it back and be like, I don't want this. give
No.
me another one.
is it pains me to say this, but it's inbreeding.
Oh,
You got to keep it in the family.
Oh well, I mean that makes sense. No. I'm not saying. I'm saying logically.
That's why you
no,
have such a
goddamn.
lopsided head
I'm not.
and
That
purple
was not
eyes
throwing
and-
shade. I'm not throwing shade, dog. I'm saying if eventually it's gonna phase out like any other outliers, right?
Right.
If you just keep it in.
The numbers make sense.
If you recycle a piece of paper, you only have that piece of paper to work with. You know what I'm saying?
A copy of a copy. And a
Yes.
copy of a copy.
Oh man.
Oh, now I understand.
Yes, that. It was shooketh. The
So
household when those results came in.
yeah, and then all these little things make sense too. It's like, you know, I have curly hair because that's just like a mutation.
We thought she was French.
Yeah, we thought there was some like French in me. No.
Just because Vietnam and France have a relationship and all that,
yeah.
the history,
Yeah,
a history,
yeah.
if you will.
Yeah. And my teeth were like generally not that crooked. And I learned that that's because people who are more like back in the day, our ancestors who were more like monkey, let's just say, like more like ape-like.
Neanderthal.
Yeah, were they had really strong jaws and teeth, and those were like more like if I forget what they're called. Not astrologists, but like what are bone people?
Bone people?
Like anthropologist.
Thank you, anthropologists. Anthropologists.
I had no idea what you were asking.
They were.
They aren't bone people either.
I was
but
thinking
I
of
knew what she was
I
saying.
was thinking of some girl who lives in the San Fernando Valley. like I think we're not compatible.
But let me just finish. They found jaws of like people that people that we like descended from, and their jaws and their teeth were perfect.
Oh.
And the reason why our jaws and teeth might have been more crooked is because we have evolved to like cook down our food and stuff, and have not needed to use our jaws as much as like cracking things open or whatever.
That's why England has the worst teeth of any person, because all they do is drink soup all day.
Okay, what the heck? We love you, people from the UK.
It's
we
quite
love you.
sad, isn't it? How you?
Actually, yeah, I shouldn't. Probably shouldn't make fun of him too much anymore, because.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Are you an English bro?
I am 9%.
You're
Oh
9%.
my
Well, I
gosh.
mean, I thought it's more just the percentage. Like it. Yeah. It I mean, you know, it's to be sort of expected at a point. But I thought like when you were saying I have 6 of these other, I was gonna be like, oh, like 1%, 1.2%.
No, they're big percents for the most part.
Okay, so English is one of the.
Half of them are big percents, actually. Yeah.
Okay, one of the big ones, and then you have 5 more.
Yeah. There was your fat, your easy ball. Oh, hello, Mimi.
What percentage is
Dude.
a cat?
Mimi is
100% cute.
100% that girl.
Dude, are you French? I would love it if there was a little.
I don't know. I'll
To all our French viewers,
I'll
this is a podcast for you.
I'll tell you the next percentages, and then you guys can take a pot shot. So I have a 7%, a 2%, and then 3 1%.
72111. I'm gonna guess the 7% is. Huh.
Is there Spain in there? Can I guess Spain?
Sure. Which percent?
I want to say 7. It would make sense now. I'm just throwing. There's just.
Geography, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, your Mongolian cat was all upon me for a second. Okay, so 7. I'm actually gonna guess like Spanish as well.
For 7.
Yeah, and then you said 2 111.
Yeah, 2 1 1 1.
I'm gonna guess the 2 is. I'm gonna throw this out there. Italian. I'm gonna say 2 for Italian, and then the 3 1s. I'm trying to think of like where to pinpoint. Okay, so you got Europe here, you got Mexico.
Now I just want to put this out there as well. It's ethnic groups as well, not just countries. So
What do you?
there might not be like a country, but it's like a ethnic group of people.
Oh.
Like Hmong people, but you're not Hmong, obviously.
Yeah.
but
Kind of like I don't know if that helps or hurts, but it'll make sense once I tell you.
The 3 1s. I'm gonna say Chinese,
You wish.
Nepalese,
Nepalese. Oh my goodness.
and fuck it, Floridian.
Floridian.
I can't think of any other countries.
Dude, yeah, Italian's a good guess though. I'm Italian's in there. I don't know which one, but hold on, I'm pulling up a map because I don't know these places. Oh, there's Romania.
Oh,
Some Scandinavian. I'm gonna.
Oh,
wait.
that's actually a good. I think that's always a solid guess.
Safe guess for a white person.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some Scandinavian.
Scandinavian, like Norwegian.
Yeah, because Poland's like close to the right. We're like right near Red Dyer, Denmark, and all that stuff. So Italian, Scandinavian. I want to say French, because.
All right, fine.
And then there's one more, right? And then maybe Mediterranean, just because that's like some sort of Mediterranean.
And
cutie in there.
your third guess was going to be Chinese, right?
Yeah, of course.
just a real Hail Mary for you on that one, huh? Okay, so yeah, the last 6 English, 9%, 7%. I am French.
Oh.
I knew it. So
French.
you can't talk shit anymore.
Okay, so for all of yours out there
No.
across the pond,
I knew it. I love
this
this
is a
about
podcast
you.
for you.
now it's just playful teasing
No.
because I'm like one of the Frenchies now. you
Now
know?
we have to watch Ratatouille.
That's a good movie. though.
That's it is a really good movie.
The next biggest 2% is the Balkans.
The Balkans?
Yeah, and that
Is that not Mediterranean?
Let me take a look. That's dark blue. It's pretty close to Mediterranean. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that like Baltic Avenue in Monopoly when
It's like Bosnia and Herzegovina.
No, for sure.
That is.
How close is that to China?
Oh my goodness.
No. And then the 3 1%. 1% Spain.
Oh,
Understood.
1% Norway.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys were on top. And this is the most surprising one that I got. 1% Jewish.
Oh,
Oh.
I guess it's
Had no idea.
It kind of makes sense though.
I mean, it kind of, but like the 1%. I'll show you the map here. It's like the second biggest area on the map is the red one for the Jewish, but I only have 1%. So
Yeah.
nobody knows where it came from. It was just in that area. So
Yeah.
some guy one day high-fived Genghis Khan. and that set up a butterfly effect of her.
Yeah, so that's what I am. I am 25% Polish, 22% Irish, 21% German, 11% Mexican, 9% English, 7% French, 2% Balkans, and 1% Jewish, Norway, and Spain.
See, I've always
That's what makes a Frank.
I've always been curious to do a 23andMe, but I feel like it'll just come back like Francine's, where it's just like it's just a yellow circle Chinese.
Dude, I'll do you one better because 23andMe does more than just the ancestry stuff.
Oh.
It does like health things, like what I'm more predetermined as. It also does how much more Neanderthal you are than
My favorite statistic.
than all of the population that has
I
taken.
mean, I do
23andMe.
enjoy picking heavy things up and putting them down. So
Wait, Neil, how? I want you to guess the percentage for Francine. How Neanderthal? How
How
much
no,
more
Neanderthal I am.
than the general population?
Yeah, than the general population that has taken 23andMe.
Now, granted, this is still like 0.1%, 1%, whatever, like a very minuscule amount. But the for what percentage of Neanderthal she is, but she is. There's a higher percentage for how much more
She is
than everyone
than
else.
anybody else. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess you're. Okay. So, wait. Before I ask that, how well did you relate to the monolith scene in 2001: A Space?
Dude, I've not seen that.
Wait, you haven't seen? What the fuck?
It's what they referenced in the Barbie movie at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. I mean, I didn't relate because of that, but I relate to Barbie. You know.
Okay. So that's like a solid, like you're like 60%. I'm gonna guess, like, I don't know, like you said it was like a large percentage more.
Larger than one.
Like
I didn't want to specify, but
let's say 6.
I am
6% more.
I am fucking 97% more Neanderthal.
You said more than one. I was like, what? Wait, what? Also, okay, I was over here like I don't want to be like, I don't want to say so. Okay, my first guess that I was thinking was like 12, right? But I was like, okay, that's double digits. Like that's kind of extreme, right? I don't want to accidentally be like, yo, yeah, it was like 20, and then you're like, and then you're over here like, it was 1.2. I'm like, ah, shit.
No, dude, the thing is,
97?
it kind of makes sense because I'm inbred. So it's like,
No, to be fair, that's not doesn't mean she's 97% like most of her genes are Neanderthal.
right.
It just means that if you took the general population, 97% of them are less Neanderthal than she is.
Right.
Oh.
That's basically what it translates to.
Okay.
But
okay.
all I heard was 97% and Neanderthal, and I took off with that.
Yeah.
It is my favorite
Dude, he
statistic.
started roasting my ass because Zach took, like, our beloved roommate Zach took the test, and
Sloped forehead, Zach. I'm just kidding.
and he was 93% more Neanderthal,
Oh,
and
wow.
bitches
Jeez.
were roasting him. And then I come up with this 97, and so he was like, "Oh, you can't say shit," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
Absolutely hilarious.
Well, I guess to leave it off here. Now I'm super curious to actually get it done. How long does it usually take for you to get your results?
Oh, several weeks.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's-
I would say 4 to 6 weeks. That's what.
Damn.
what
How
we
much does it
said.
cost to do it?
We got it on sale. Tommy and I got it on sale, and
Oh.
it was, I think, like 99 each.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I think regularly it was like 200 something.
Well, yeah, for what you did.
Yeah.
Because you did medical and like a bunch of different backgrounds. I
Yeah.
did the wrong thing. I did Ancestry.com. Still had a discount.
I just gave my tube to like some guy, and then he gave me like a paper afterwards. It was like in different fonts.
That's why mine took 2 more months to get back to me.
Right.
But I did Ancestry.com by accident. But it was still 50% off, so it was like $50 for me. I just did like the base stuff.
Yeah.
Find a holiday. That's when they have deals.
Okay.
If you want to do
All
it.
right. Well, I guess in a future episode in like a month or two, I might have. If we're gonna wait like 6 weeks just for me to be like, well, it's Chinese. I mean, I don't know what
Well-
you.
It could be kind of interesting though, because I got all the European countries and then Mexico on my thing, and then Francine only had Vietnam.
Right.
So we might actually be able to see some like other.
I'm
Asian countries
I'm
in here.
actually like interested. Like I actually want like I'm expecting like overarching just like 99% like Han Chinese or something like that. But I'm curious on like if there is like a smidge of like
Hey,
a point
dude.
0.2% somewhere in there. Like I don't
You get that golden 2% Mongolian, bruh. Actual evidence that you're Genghis Khan.
Oh my God.
descendant.
I mean it's
There it is.
Sorry?
Isn't that
Irrefutable.
worth the $50? You know, just to have that feeling of.
Isn't that worth giving away $50 and a spit in a tube?
Or you could just end up 100% like me, inbred. So
Yeah, and that'd be hilarious too.
That would be
For
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that
Either way, I'm having a great time, so you should do it.
yeah, I'll get that done, and then we'll see just how Chinese I really am. But we've actually been, I guess you when do you call something consistent? Like for how long do you have to do it consistently for it to be consistent?
This is what, the 5th episode, I guess, 3rd or 4th with you, Neil. I think
I believe this is the 3rd with me.
3rd. Yeah.
Um,
So I mean,
Okay.
seems pretty consistent to me.
well,
we
doesn't it take like 22 days to create something as a habit? So I would say like after, but just to condense it down.
But then is that 22 consecutive days or 22? Can it be like intermittent, but it's at the same intervals?
I think at the same intervals,
Oh,
it could be fine.
okay. So I guess we're a long ways away from that with the book club. Then
Yeah.
we are at like day 2.
Right.
But yeah, we recently. Well, you started it earlier. I joined recently. We got a little book club going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And you guys were all you got through one book already, right? Just one?
Most of us did, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I think half of us got through the book.
Okay. Well, 22 days is still a ways off. But
It was a long book, though. To be fair, this is a shorter book.
That's true. It looked like a long one, but yeah, we're on our second book now, and what's the title again? Crying in H Mart. That's right. And we're going through like everybody's suggesting one after we finish the last one, and I believe this is your suggestion, Francine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why I chose it was because I know, well, Frank recommended a fantasy book. And I was like, And then I know Zach is going to recommend a fantasy book. So I was like,
Hell yeah.
And
You're like, that's too much fun.
I was saying it's a little much. You know what I mean?
I get, yeah.
We need more emotions, specifically sad.
Well, it doesn't have to be that. Dude, I was going to go full on spicy, like full frontal, like sex, romance. I was going to go that route. But then I was like, after your book, I was like, okay, we need, like, I want to do nonfiction. So that's what kind of pushed me in that direction.
Okay.
I did kind of give you guys a lot to chew on for the first book. I chose The Dinosaur Lords by Victor Milan, a well over 500-page book, a fantasy book about dinosaurs, which most of us actually did not end up enjoying that much at all anyways. So it wasn't quite what I expected it to be.
I think the day that I joined your book club, you were still reading the end of the book.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I had to really
catch up.
I had to really power through before we met up that night. Yeah, it was a bit of a slog to get through at some points, but yeah, but I mean this one I like this one a lot. It's who I forget her name.
Michelle, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm gonna butcher it, like Zagler.
Oh right.
Michelle Zagler.
Exactly. Yeah. Cause I know her because she's
the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast.
She's the whole thing. It's just like her artist name, I think.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
Japanese Breakfast. I know her from music. So it's pretty cool. Also, she's Korean, so she's talking about all this like Korean food and like a lot of her chapters, and I'm like, oh, I've eaten that. I know what that is.
Oh my god.
I've been to H Mart. Pick up some Pocky.
Oh my.
Crying in H Mart. I've been there.
Oh, haven't we all?
But yeah, for those that don't know, Crying in H Mart. This is a summary that we're pulling up here. Is a memoir by Michelle Zauner.
Oh, you see, I totally butchered it. I'm so sorry, Michelle. Please forgive me. I love you. I love your music. I love your book.
We
Please
would love
forgive.
to have you as a guest for the next
Yes.
episode.
Oh my God, could we actually, Michelle, please?
A singer and guitarist of the musical project Japanese Breakfast. It was published on April 20th. 2021.
We see you, Michelle.
It's the book is an expansion of Zauner's essay of the same name, which was published in the New Yorker on August 20th. It tells the heart-wrenching tale of her relationship with her mother, which was cut much too short. And yeah, so basically, if you're interested in reading it, it's quite heavy. I don't think I've even gotten to like the heaviest part yet, which is which I'm just trying to prepare myself like emotionally, because it's some pretty. There's already some punches in there, and I'm just like, oh my god, bro, like I was not ready for this today. But
yeah, I think we might try and plan meet up on Monday or so.
Yeah, just like a little quick meet and greet type of thing.
Still need to read a couple chapters or something.
Yeah, we're supposed to be done through chapter 10 on Monday.
so yeah, basically halfway. But to not to give an excuse, but Frank and I have been preoccupied this week
It's been busy.
with
I live a hard life.
Oh my
Dog, I
lord.
just watched you eat 2 hot dogs for breakfast at 3 p.m.
Don't expose me like that.
Dude, expose his ass. This bitch is complaining about his life being hard. You got fed hot dogs too, but
I know,
those
they were-
hot
they-
dogs
they
were
were bread
gifted
and
to you.
sauce. He gave it
You were eating 2 gifted hot dogs.
And his life is
okay.
so hard.
I'm gonna get him back for dinner. Okay.
Will you
So,
though?
I know. I will. I'm gonna take him someplace. Someplace I want to go, and I'm gonna bring him along with me.
There it is. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, so I think what's after this book, or whose recommendation is after?
I think it's you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
We're just going alphabetically.
Oh, okay.
Starting with
Okay.
me.
Okay. So in that case, then I'm probably gonna recommend Coraline afterwards.
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. But it's. I think we'll sort of see our tastes as we get through more of the recommendations. But like, what's like what do you guys like to read mainly? Like what matters to you in a book? I would say.
I mean, I'm a big fantasy, sci-fi guy.
Yeah.
For sure. Pretty much everything I read now is like some sort of fantasy version of fantasy. Recently, actually, Zach put me on to the Dresden Files, and I was actually
Ooh.
reading that, the second book, side by side with Crying in H Mart on my vacation. I love that. I love anything kind of like science-y fiction or just any kind of fiction. Like historical fiction is great. I like what is it? There's a book by Kenneth Opel called Airborne. It's like an alternate history set where like the Hindenburg never happened.
Yeah.
So for some reason, like blimps have taken over as like the personal mode of transportation instead of like ships. It's really cool. A little more young adult, but I still love to go back and read it every once in a while.
Are you attached to fantasy? Because
Are you attached to those blimps?
Because
Do you use those blimps as a way to escape reality?
yeah, is that
Trying to psychoanalyze me.
No,
Dude,
nobody said that. We got no record.
it's
of
not
that.
like it's hard. What?
Oh my
What?
god!
What? Who said that?
Wow.
Yo, I was asking, like, do you like world building characters or plot? Or you're going right into what do you?
Well, what do you like, Francine? Romance? Spicy
Actually,
stuff?
to be honest, I love characters, so I'm in love. It doesn't really have to be anything,
Oh, what a safe answer.
dude. I love like if I can hold on and root for a character. This is like my movies and TV shows too.
If the character was a blimp,
On a scale of 1 to blimp.
There-
how attached you-
that blimp better have some bomb ass character development. That's all I gotta say.
Actually, I do kind of relate to that. Yeah, a very good character can carry a story for me,
And I think
especially in a book.
And I think that's what was missing in Dinosaur Lords. Like I couldn't like hold on to anybody,
Yeah.
you know? And so
Yeah, there just wasn't enough character development. There were cool characters, but
any like particular examples that popped up, or
I mean,
or just like maybe in the case of Dinosaur Lords, like just like what about a certain character, like how they were written, like didn't like what about the writing style or whatever? Just like
none of them really seemed that relatable.
oh okay.
Right, and like I can see where the author's going. I feel like there was there was character development to be had, but the whole book just felt like it was like a first book in a series, and it didn't feel cohesive, didn't feel like a full story. It kind of ended on a cliffhanger, which is okay to do normally, but like I still want a little bit of conclusion, or even just a little bit of growth. And it felt like either the growth happened for the character in like a one chapter and it was quick and over with, and then they were kind of like this changed character, or it just never happened at all, you know?
right.
Or it just happened at the very end. They kind of shoved it in. I don't know. The characters were interesting, but I felt very detached from them. Yeah, it didn't. I didn't feel myself immersed in it and like hanging out with them while they're on their journey. It felt very like I'm above them watching whatever they're doing.
And it sounds like they lacked certain like qualities as well. Like one wasn't like
swear to
filled up
God.
with air.
fucking knew you were gonna say that.
There was a
But you are
certain lack of a certain like anatomy in the character.
You could almost say that they were lifeless. They were filled with nothing but air. I mean, kind
Yeah,
of like a
exactly.
blimp or like
I see what you're
100.
saying.
a bad blimp.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because like this is slightly embarrassing to say, but like I want to read more because I haven't as much as I probably should.
Oh, dude, don't feel embarrassed. I'm an English major, and I need to read more.
So I haven't started reading
My main
since
complaint.
high school until recently, really. So
yeah.
it's like, don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, because it's like unless it was like required, right? I never really had a desire to do it, but now I'm like, yeah, there's I think there's like a benefit to getting to being a better reader, right? And just like reading more in general. But
Oh yeah.
but yeah, like I think it's kind of interesting, like what I sort of look for. I think the closest thing that I can probably compare it to is what I look for in movies. So I feel like in a movie, one of the things that I put the most importance on is the pacing. And I feel like for a book that might translate to, I don't know, like just of course, like there's pacing in a book, but like just the overall plot. I like things to be more simplistic with more going on underneath. I really don't like it when everything is just thrown at you and it's like a whole there's just like too much complexity for the sake of it, right? Because like I can something like it's a reason why unless it was like recommended by someone, I might not pick up something like Game of Thrones because it's like that's like just everything is going on at once, like just from the show, right? I couldn't really get through. I liked the show, but I could only get through the first few episodes because I was like, there is so much here. And it's like trying to eat a steak with your hands. Like I cannot like
A lot to chew on for sure.
yeah
Stuff like Game of Thrones is kind of a lot. I'd say the first 3 books pacing is incredible.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would say
Have
so,
you read
yeah.
all of them?
I've read them. Yeah, all up to date. There's still like 2 or
Right,
3
right, yeah.
books that freaking
Who knows if he's
written.
if he's gonna croak before
God, yeah. Exactly. But the first 3 books themselves were, I couldn't put them down. I've read them in like 2 months, 3 months, something like that.
Oh.
Just constantly reading through. I was like excited to get home and read the book. Like in high school or college, and in the age of my YouTube days, but then books 4 and 5 really kind of slows down. That was basically one giant book, and then he cut it in half.
Oh, okay.
So you have like half the characters in 4, and the other half the characters in 5.
Ooh, that's kind of weird.
4 especially is not fun to read because all your favorite characters, Jon Snow, Tyrion, Daenerys, they're all in book 5.
Nope.
Book 4 is a bunch of other characters and not like side characters. I think Arya is actually the only one in both books, so you at least get her whole thing. At least I think she's at least briefly in 4, but the pacing starts to kind of drag down there, and then I kind of see your point. I remember reading through them. I kind of pushed myself to read through 4, and especially like back into 5.
Yeah.
But George R. Martin, for the first 3 books, I feel like he's got the pacing down pretty well. Once you get over like kind of the world building part, where he sets everything up, oh man, it's a ride. It's great.
So if you guys had to pick like one singular element of like theoretically, let's say it was like 95% of the emphasis was placed on that, like which one would you pick to where you were still okay with reading the entire book if everything else was like kind of mediocre, but this one thing is just like perfect, right? Would it be like the world building, characters, like plot?
For me, it's got to be characters because
Yeah.
like it could be a shitty world. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they're going through something and I can relate and I can like
Yeah.
get behind them, then I'm sold.
Yeah.
I think I might agree with you there. Yeah, because I've read some books with great world building, and I've read some books with just great characters. I always feel myself coming back to the characters books.
Because I feel like world building in a way it's great as a setup, right? But it's like, oh, you have all this fantastical shit, like, but then it's like, okay, what's happening in it though?
Absolutely.
World building is better if it's like you need to put a lot into it, but it needs to be more like strings, like in like a puppet show. Like they need to be like a tool for you, as opposed to like a crutch in your book.
Yeah.
Almost better to be like seen but not heard. If that's
Exactly.
that's a funny example.
That's a good point too, because a really good book that I've read with Tommy is The Witcher, and the characters are like front and center in that book, and I'm sure the games too, and like all the politics and all like the crazy bullshit is happening in the background, and they just happen to be caught up into it, right? And so that's a really beautiful, compelling story.
You explain the world through the characters.
One hundo.
That's how you do it. That's the best part. And the plot just kind of weaves through everything.
I'm trying to think of like some of the books that I've read in the past that I've really enjoyed, and I might feel inclined to say the characters as well, because it's one of those things where like I could probably forgive the pacing like if it was slow, but if that slowness was due to exploring a character more, then it's like instantly more relatable, right?
Yeah,
So
I was just saying that too. Like the characters themselves don't even have to be that interesting, but as long as interesting things happen to them to where they have to change and develop over time. Like if it's just a standard 2x4 plank of wood as the main character, I'm bored. But if that plank of wood suddenly has to like go through like a wood chipper like adventure and like see his family,
A wood chipper.
like get some trauma or something like that, suddenly that 2x4 is a little more interesting to me. And I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see what happens to Mr. 2x4. You know, I'm on board for the ride now.
I can't say you're wrong. I mean, it's a good. I feel like it's a really good analogy, but I'm just like, Jesus, man.
Okay,
what did he do to you?
It doesn't have to be bad things. Like I just use the first thing here in mind. Bad things are always easiest, but just interesting things must happen to this character to make you invested.
What do you think are some pitfalls that authors usually default to when writing? Because it's like, let's see. So if I were to compare it to like movies, for example, like mediocre movies, or just like just some sort of like overproduced whatever movie that was just made to make money, right? They usually just default to, oh, this is the plot template and we're just going to stick to this, and it's just going to be basic as hell. We're not going to really flesh out anything else. It's just this thing happens and then this thing happens. Just, you don't pay attention to anything else. So what do you think is like one of the, I guess the last thing that we can end off with here is like in the book world, something that you've noticed or your opinions on like what authors can sort of fall into that sort of, make a book worse, but also seems like an easy out when they don't really have, I guess, the drive to flesh out like a certain element or something that seems that seems like, oh, I'll just do this just to write it, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I go first?
Go for it.
So I think that they can fall into stereotypes. And so like maybe in the fantasy world, a stereotype is like girlies get R-worded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah.
And then,
oh, wow.
And then,
It's very, very common to develop. Character development happens only usually.
and that's how, yeah. Sorry,
So
go for it.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've read a lot of like more maturely themed fantasy novels. So I was like, I don't think that happened in Harry Potter. Like,
Oh my lordy.
was there like a lot of that in the books? I don't think.
You didn't read the 7th book, did you?
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. So being R-worded is like, or any sexual assault, even in romances, like,
Oh yeah.
like this guy is bad because he tried to R-word me, and it's like, no shit, fucking what the fuck, really? Like,
It's
get
just
away.
like it's like a tired concept at this point, and it's like kind of
It's mainly from like men authors that don't know how to write good women characters.
Right.
oh
They're like, how do we put her through like the worst possible thing? You know, like to get her to change like her ways or her worldview or something like that.
So yeah, stereotypical things like that. Don't like those. You know, when you see like a trope character, I'm like, no.
Not
No,
a fan.
okay, yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Another thing too is like if they're writing their story and they're like directionless, like they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know where to go, and the
Yes.
reader can feel that, you know. So it's like, why are we doing this? Why, like,
Yeah.
we need to stop. Who published this? You know.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
That like similar to that, like I was thinking like, I forget. I was watching a video. It's actually it was one of the South Park creators was talking about how they write their shows, and they don't go, okay, this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and like if you write a show like that, it's gonna fail. It's a bad show. You have to write, okay, this happens, because of this, then this happens, because of that, then this happens. You have to create a like a pathway. Like for a reason for this character to go for the reason character to go this way through this plot for this reason kind of thing. Like it has to be, you gotta make it make sense kind of thing. You know,
That actually like
be
yeah,
directionless.
because going back to movies again, I've noticed that a lot with like, I think that's what I always think, but it was just never realized in those particular words before. It's like, okay, like why does it seem so dull? It's because you have seen and then seen.
yeah.
It's not like scene goes into this scene. It's just
Yeah.
like juxtaposed
You
together.
lose all the stakes. You lose all the interest.
Yeah. And
It's
I
just
mean,
someone telling you like their dream. You know.
Yeah.
It's like you get a little bored after a while if it's not.
if anybody likes these movies, like it's all good. But I personally noticed this a lot in the new Star Wars movies. I don't know if anybody else was like
100%.
oh, we got Frank is
That's-
locked and loaded
that-
to talk
that-
about these.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't even get into that right now. But
in
I totally
in,
agree.
in the ninth one, it was the point I'm trying to make is like I felt like a lot of it was literally just, okay, this happens and then this happens, cool, and then it's like they say they want to go somewhere, for instance, like no spoilers, but then this sorry, what I lost my train of thought. They say that they want to go somewhere,
kind of like
and the-
episode 9 actually.
yeah. Hey. But
That's
yeah, they
right.
say they want to go somewhere, but then in the very next scene they're there. So it's like there's no like it's the illusion of connection between the scenes, and it's like they think they're doing what you know the what you were saying the South Park writers were saying like is important, but like it's
Doesn't come out that way.
yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, next week we should we'll probably have a better overview of Crying in H Mart.
Yeah, because I think
Talk
next
about it
week we're
for a
supposed to be about like 3/4 of the way through through the book about.
Halfway or so, yeah, 3/4. It'll be good. There.
And then we'll have our meetup too, so we can discuss things.
Oh, yup. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode here. I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
For next time.
And thank you again to Genghis Khan for sponsoring this episode.
No, he did not sponsor this. We do not want his money. We don't want his family's money. We don't want anything to do with Congress Kong, okay? No.
Okay.
Put my foot on. No.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Post Malone then.
There we go.
Who bought the One Ring?
Yeah.
Who spent $2.6 million
Yeah, it
on
was a lot.
That's my man.
on a Magic Card, bros.
That's
Crazy.
My man. The
Sh-
people's champion.
Shout out to the WGA writer strike. Shout out to SAG-AFTRA, bro. Stick it to those Hollywood execs.
Yeah, fuck them. Those dirty little bitches.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's a
shout
better
out to
shout-out.
dirty bitches, bro.
Better shout out than Genghis.
Shout
Khan,
out to
that's for sure.
Back Huang.
Oh my goodness.
Come back with that Huang someday. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah, Bye.
Bye-bye.